How to make her climax continuously during intimacy. Hi, I am Ada. Do men always wonder why they can't make her feel comfortable even though they try so hard every time? We all know the saying, a spring night is worth 1,000 gold, but for some women, this spring night is simply torture. It should have been a wonderful thing, but in the end, there was no happiness at all. According to data, only 7 of women can experience orgasm every time they have sex. Almost 40 of women say that they rarely have orgasms, and 4 of women have never had an orgasm. Without orgasm, more and more women begin to resist and even hate married life. Some male compatriots may find it strange that every time they ask their partners whether they are comfortable or not, the other party says that they are comfortable, and it is quite enjoyable to watch. But to be honest, male compatriots should not be cheated. This may be a performance to cooperate with you. A survey conducted by a women's fashion magazine showed that 67 of the women participating in the survey pretended to have an orgasm during sex. This 67 pretend data was also mentioned in the Heidi Sexology report. In China, this proportion may be even higher. Men and women have very different sexual experiences. It seems that it is not difficult for men to have an orgasm, except for those who have problems themselves. They can feel it with a little sexual stimulation. But why are more and more women having difficulty in having an orgasm? There are mainly two situations. One is that no matter what method is used, they cannot reach an orgasm, which is called primary orgasm deficiency. There is basically no good way to deal with this situation at present. The other is secondary orgasm deficiency, which means that they have had it before, but later they lost it for various reasons. For example, if you have an organic disease, such as inflammation of the uterus and its appendages, you will feel uncomfortable during sex. If you cure these problems, you may be able to solve the problem of orgasm deficiency. In addition to the reasons of their own physical or psychological diseases, women's lack of orgasm is also partly due to men. If you want to have a harmonious sex life, male compatriots have to pay more attention. 1. Foreplay is too perfunctory. Many men are influenced by small movies. When the desire comes up, the foreplay is either casual or not, and they start working directly. Once the clothes are taken off and the posture is set, simple mechanical movements begin. But they don't know that foreplay is crucial to whether women can have an orgasm. Good foreplay and interest, arouse passion, make both parties more involved, and slowly ignite desire. Female sexual excitement starts slowly, and foreplay is needed to arouse it. Without this step, sexual excitement cannot be fully aroused, and there is no way to secrete enough mucus to lubricate. At this time, forcing entry will feel dry and uncomfortable. Even if lubricant is used, it is difficult to have pleasure. This kind of sex life with only simple mechanical movements is like a piled driver without emotion. For women, it may not be as good as an electric toy. So, male compatriots, you must do enough foreplay, hugging, kissing, and touching sensitive parts. Ignoring foreplay and starting directly is like going on the 100-meter race without warming up, which is difficult to succeed. To the man is not strong enough. If the man's time is too short and it ends in 2 or 3 times, it is naturally difficult for the woman to feel pleasure. However, if there is not enough time, can technology make up for it? There is not only one way to satisfy the woman, there are other ways. If you really don't have an advantage in time, then think of other ways. But if the premature ejaculation problem is serious and it ends in less than a minute, it is pathological and needs treatment. Here is some knowledge about sex. The normal time of sex life varies from person to person. Generally speaking, 15 minutes from the beginning to the end is considered normal. Too short time will affect the experience, and too long time is not necessarily good. This will be discussed later. 3 is to only care about yourself. Some men are too self-centered. Sex life is a matter for 2 people, but they only consider their own feelings and do whatever they feel comfortable throughout the process. For example, some postures that the woman does not like still force the other party. This is not okay. High-quality sex life requires both parties to be comfortable, to please each other, to cooperate, and to reach the peak of happiness together. During the process, you must pay attention to the other party's feelings at any time. Once the other party is uncomfortable, you must stop adjusting immediately and respect her ideas. You can't do whatever you want. Your partner is not an inflatable doll without life. It is not okay to just seek your own happiness. for failure to take contraceptive measures. Unexpected pregnancy is a problem that women are particularly worried about during sex. If the man does not take reliable contraceptive measures, such as relying on unreliable methods, such as safe period and ejaculation outside the vagina, it will bring psychological pressure to the woman. During sex, she can't fully devote herself, and women need to concentrate highly to experience orgasm. Thinking too much and being nervous will not be able to enjoy it at all. Here is a popular science for everyone. In fact, safe period contraception is not safe. Women's ovulation time is easily affected by emotions, environment, and other factors and changes. Ejaculation outside the vagina is also unreliable. Before ejaculation, a small amount of semen may have entered the woman's body, which can easily lead to accidental pregnancy. 5. Judging heroes by time. Many straight men think that as long as they keep moving, the woman will definitely feel good, and the longer they move, the better. But in fact, the duration of sexual life is not the main factor that determines whether a woman can reach orgasm. The main sexual sensitive parts of women are concentrated in the clitoris, the first third of the love channel. There are not many sexy nerves deep in the love channel, so the man's simple penetration and persistence are not very helpful for women to get pleasure. If the time is too long, it will make the woman's love channel uncomfortable or even cause damage. Sexologist Laura Bowman pointed out that only 30 of women can reach orgasm during sex, and most women may need to stimulate other sensitive parts of the body. So, male compatriots, don't just pursue a long time. Finding the sensitive points of women is much more useful than simply driving pile. 6. In safe sexual environment. Sexual life is a very private matter. Some women are naturally shy. If they feel that the environment is unsafe, they can't enjoy it. For example, the walls are not soundproof, and they are afraid of being heard by others or worried that someone will suddenly disturb them. These will make girls nervous and unable to concentrate on sex, which will naturally affect the arrival of orgasm. Therefore, for those shy and insecure girls, it is particularly important to provide a private, undisturbed, and safe environment. There are many reasons why women find it difficult to get sexual pleasure, including their own physical and psychological factors, as well as the man's reasons. Men should do a good job of foreplay, improve their ability, pay more attention to their partner's feelings, take good contraceptive measures, don't just look at the time, but also provide a safe environment. Women should also pay attention to their own bodies and check and treat any problems in time. Sexual life is an important part of the life of a couple. Only when both parties understand and cooperate with each other can they have a harmonious and happy sex life and make their relationship more stable. I hope everyone can pay attention to this issue and create a better life for couples together. What do you think about this? Welcome to leave a message to discuss. Bye. See you next time.